Today, I'm going to max CJ on my restart account. We're going to talk about the different commander pairings that I've considered, take them for a spin in Canyon, and why I'm specializing in infantry. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming and this video has been sponsored by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms. And today I am maxing CJ on my restart account. Now it's no secret that I've been working to specialize this account in infantry for some amount of time now. And my goal with specialization was actually validated in a way that I didn't expect in a video that I made recently showcasing that you might switch a trade to be in your favor by about 5,000 sev wounds by going all in on a single unit type. Check the card up in the top if you want to see that video. So off the back of that information, that going all in on one unit type is very valuable, I want to max CJ. And I've got enough sculptures that I'm probably in another video going to max Guan. I'm not going to do it now because I just want to think that through a little bit more. But the marches that I'll have in my upcoming KVK, which by the way, I am now in the Eve of the Crusade, and yeah, I know, I have some barb grinding to do here. Some marauders need slaying, but pretty soon I'm going to need to fight, and I need to figure out what my marches are. At this moment, I think my game plan is Trajan Ethel. That's a very solid combo. I'm going to use Alex and Esong, and I think I'm going to use Guan and CJ until sometime down the road, maybe I make a separate dedicated archer march, or maybe I bring a couple more infantry in. I bring a fourth infantry march into the mix there. But I don't think I have the resources on this account where I can't even... I don't have a farm for my restart. Like, I don't have time. I barely have time to farm for my main, okay? So I don't have a farm for my restart. I don't think I have the resources for more than 3 marches. So I think that's the 3 I'm planning to rock. So let's go now and max out CJ, who... I recently spun the wheel for him a bunch to get as many of his sculptures as I could. I, with this account, am specializing in open field. I'm not really going to rally lead. I'm not really going to garrison. Like this account, I'm here to fill stuff. I'm here to maybe launch a counter rally. That seems kind of reasonable. But otherwise, I'm just here to fill, fight, and fill flags. And I've really not done enough of that on this account in the past. So yeah, I'm going to have to step it up. Hopefully the timing of this KVK will work nicely with my main account. It's a little bit debatable if that's going to be the case, but we'll see, shall we? So here we go. Putting more sculptures into CJ. Boom. 50 more. Boom. Okay. Now the big sculpture investments. It's another 310. Now, if you wanted to use this dude and not max him out, all of his skills are pretty good. I'm not sure what I would do beyond maxing the first 2 skills, if I would skill lock to try to do the 3rd, or maybe hope that your points land on the 4th. I'm honestly, I'm not sure between the 2, which means it's a close call. Either way is probably fine with how you do this, but let me just finish this up, max him out, and then we'll take him for a spin in Canyon. And I don't know if it's going to improve my Canyon team. That's not really what my goal was, but I think having him there will do me some favors for sure. So here we go. Final 80 sculptures. I have 687 left in the bank, which is kind of amazing. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to max another commander. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Expertise skill unfreaking locked. Vow to the death. This has to do with taking skill damage and then dealing damage out, which I really want to see in action. I don't know about you. Now, I've got to get him into my Canyon lineup. I don't think I'm going to use him as a primary for now, but I almost... Well, actually, I mean, I don't plan to use him as a primary in KVK either. So I'm going to leave him at level 30 with everything unlocked and he's expertised. But let me go set up my Canyon team and I'll be right back. Okay, actually, before I disappear and fix up the Canyon team, here's my Canyon team now, which is not amazing. I've got an archer march because I have archer gear, and so I gotta bring one. My Esong's maxed. That seems good. I've got a cavalry march because I have a set of cav gear that's okay, all right? And I'm not gonna transition that right now into a 4th set of infantry gear. That's not my plan. So I've got Minamoto, I've got Mehmed, And that's a march that I'm not going to switch around. So the 3 that I've got flexibility with are my Alex with Charles Martel, which is an off lane. I've got my Trajan with Caesar. And then I've got my Ethel with Sun Tzu. Those are my 3 marches that I can kind of play around with. And I think what I do is I put CJ in this spot right over here. Maybe pair him with Sun Tzu. Maybe pair him with Alexander the Great. We'll see what I want to do there. And then right over here, I probably do Trajan Ethel. And then depending on which commander I move from that off lane, maybe it's CJ and Alex together. Maybe that's what I do, and then I bring Sun Tzu up over there. I'll be right back and sort all this out. Okay, there it is. I swapped everything around, and I think we're ready to actually take this thing for a spin, and I hope it does better. I honestly don't know. I don't have a 3rd set of infantry gear yet. On stream, we're going to make an infantry set, so subscribe if you haven't already, and you'd like to see us cooking up an infantry set here. Do I attack number 1? I feel like this is just straight suicide. There's like no way I can beat the number 1 team in our Canyon lineup, right? But also, I mean, I've got to give it a try and just see how this goes. So do I want to lane up against them or not is kind of an interesting question. I think, I need to go change my offense real quick. I think the way I want to try this, and I don't know that this is the best approach, but I think I run it like this. And try to test. I don't know. I don't think I can take out this Richard Leo. I think it's going to kind of wreck me. But let's see how well my Sun Tzu Martel works in the off lane. And let's just see if we can peek what the Alex CJ does here. I don't know. Let's give this thing a shot, shall we? Here we go. Our daily Canyon quest completed. Let's see that CJ AoE. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, my E-Song is not in a great position here. Should definitely reconsider that. Their E-Song is also not in a great position. They are doing really good damage to my Sun Tzu Martel, but I'm evened up here just about on their Leo. So that's kind of impressive. But now, yeah, without the Constantine behind the Trajan, I fall down pretty fast here. Man, if I had a Constantine supporting that, I'd be in great shape. You can't even really tell when CJ is doing AoE. You just kind of have to trust that it's happening. Oh yeah, without a Constantine, I can't take down the number 1 team. And I couldn't take down the number 1 team before, so I guess I kind of should have expected that would be the case. We can see here the number 4 team has an XY Saladin. Oh man, Artemisia, all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's give this a... Oh, that's interesting. The XY, I don't think this is what they meant to do. This can't be right. Can it? Because what I would do against this is I would certainly try to lane up, right? So I think I would do it like so. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be unusual. Okay. I might be able to win here. Let's see if we can spot this Alex CJ doing work up in the top lane. Maybe. Proc at the start's promising. Okay, and they have Saladin. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty tanky up there. I don't know how I feel, by the way, about the Ethelfled as a secondary to Trajan. I feel like I would prefer a more tanky option. I had Caesar before. Maybe that needs to be Sun Tzu. I'm gonna have to see if this is the way I want to run the Trajan march. I don't think Trajan Ethel is where I want to be. So I finished off the 1 march in the top lane. They finished off my bottom lane. This doesn't look good, does it? There goes the Trajan. Oh, yeah. This is definitely a loss. All right. Well, it makes sense that I'm losing to the top teams because I'm really in no position to be challenging those teams. Let's pick somebody more in the middle and see how we do here. Okay. Ooh, Constantine. Yeah, Constantine's really solid. Maybe this is the play. Run it like this. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure where else I'd put the Ethelfled. I guess I could do Ethelfled with E-Song. Maybe that's what I should be thinking about doing. Maybe that's what I should probably do. Ethel with E-Song. That's probably an upgrade. Right? I got to make some leadership archer equipment. run Ethel with Esong, and then that would allow me to do Trajan with Caesar again if I wanted to do something really tanky, because I'm getting pretty beat up now. Oh yeah, this is going to be bad. I need something tanky. Do I want to put sculptures into a 5-5-1-1 Constantine for Canyon? Not really. I don't actually care about Canyon that much on this account. Would it massively help me in this situation and getting more victories? 100% yes. I also don't really know how much I'm able to spot in all of this, the CJ at work. Let me see if I make a few swaps here and how this goes. Okay, new game plan. We take the Ethel away from the Trajan. I don't know if that was working so well. I really didn't like that. I think the tankiness of Caesar, as lame as Caesar kind of is, he's actually very tanky, and for Canyon, that's probably where I want to be. Also, I mean, I think this is an upgrade in effects here. If I take the Ethelfled and I put her over here and I use Esong, I think this is probably a move that's pretty advantageous. Okay, so I'll bring a few of these other units and a bunch of archers, run it like this. Yeah, I think this is probably a good play. This probably works in my favor. I'll confirm this. And now we go on the attack again. I don't know that I want to... Maybe I battle the same teams and we see how I do. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Here we go. I think this team beat me pretty soundly. But what the heck? Let's just give this a shot, shall we? Do I keep the Sun Tzu down there? Maybe bump him up over here? Sure, let's give this a try. How does this go? I suppose the problem of using CJ in a 4-stack like this is that when he takes skill damage, he has a chance to do skill damage back, right? So I'm not really taking any skill damage like this. Also, my Ethelfled is really not in the right position to do this battle. She is way up to the top here. Maybe I gotta reconsider. Dude, look at how well his Constantine beats me up. I think if I'm gonna do this again, now you can see I have the tankiness I want on the Trajan, though. It's way better. I think that was a step in the right direction. That actually was huge. I think that I just need to not try to tank out his Constantine, because that thing is just way too tanky. Okay, so we run this thing again, okay? We try this one more time. Okay, I can't do the stack against the Constantine like that. It's too tanky. GG, well played. That's very, very tanky. It's very effective. The Alex goes down there. The Ethel, I think I want to go here. And, dude, he's even using Guan Alex with calves, and I'm losing. P.S. You should fix your team. You have calves with your Guan. Oh, wow. This is not just a visual glitch, is it? Okay, well, let's see how this goes, shall we? Oh, God, that's embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Slightly different approach. Is this going to work? I honestly don't know. I think it will do better. Will it do better? Hard to say. Alex CJ is really not the most tanky march, but against the Alex... the Guan Alex calves, I guess that worked out a lot better. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh, he does have a William. Yeah, William's really good. Also, Artemisia Tamaris is kind of an interesting thing. Also, a really good reason I shouldn't have 4-stacked against him like I was before. Now, the funny thing is that I might win over here, maybe. Just maybe. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out his Constantine. Yeah, this feels like it's doing much better. I don't know that I would say this is like pro quality. Oh boy. Can I even win? I honestly, I have 2 more marches than him, but I don't know. I think I'm still going to lose this. Who's his secondary? Oh no, it's Charles Martel. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. The counterattack here I think is going to get me. I think I just don't have enough troops. Oh my God, his Constantine didn't even heal? Okay, well, that's why Constantine's really good in the offlane. Anyways, still, I think those were some big improvements in my Canyon team. So this is good preparation, I think, for going into Lost Canyon. And I could do the same thing over here. We'll run this, see how this goes. I think this is how I would run this. He's got the Alex and the Ramses in the bottom. I mean, he's going to melt my Alexander the Great. Oh, look, I don't have the best Canyon lineup, and obviously CJ is not completely transformative for Canyon. You do take lots of skill damage. By virtue of taking lots of skill damage, I should have lots of opportunity to sort of fire back with AoE effects here, like you saw right at the start there. But I think the problem is that I'm not getting stacked up enough, and I'm kind of losing my march before I get an opportunity to get really stacked up. Wow, I really wrecked his Alex march in the front. Oh, but he really wrecked mine. So, GG. Huh. I sort of wonder, I think this march I'm using, the Alex CJ, if I'm going to continue to use it, I probably should try to work my way into 4 infantry marches, and it should not be tanking. It should probably be in the back. I think that's a pretty sound takeaway here. It does look like I won the top lane fight, so, or I guess mid lane fight. So that's good. Will I have enough left over to take out the freaking Constantine? Oh, no, not again. Not again. And it's a Richard, too. He's probably healing. Oh, boy. There's the big heal. There's the big Constantine heal. Now, that does reduce all healing effectiveness moving forward. So Richard's heals are going to be a little bit less here. But I don't know if I can outpower the Richard healing. I mean, let's skip to the conclusion, shall we? We got there. Okay, we'll try out a couple more battles here, and then we'll just sort of summarize. And I'll say, I didn't expect CJ to be meta in Canyon. It's not in really the Canyon lineups that we see on my main account, so I wouldn't expect it to be meta over here. I see that my off lane, I really need to use that to just sort of tank as best I can and hope that I win the matchup over here, right? That's got to be my hope. I think that Guan Liu's going to wreck me. They're also using the kind of Minamoto strategy, which I think is pretty reasonable, right? 'Cause most people have a set of archer gear, a set of cav gear, and certainly a set of infantry gear. Okay, well, let's give this a shot and see if this performs better. Well, maybe better's the wrong word. Performs at all? Here we go. I'm a little leery of battling into his Guan Liu. I think that in the short term, a pretty good investment after I get Guan is going to be doing something with Leonidas, but here we go. I put the Sun Tzu here on purpose to try to get some AoE damage in. I don't know if that's working or not. I can try to peek that. I think it's probably not working. I do... Oh, they're really wrecking me in top lane. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Bottom lane, I'm doing okay, but not, like, amazing. Yeah, I think I'm Dunsky here. I think I'm in big trouble. My bottom lane... Dude, look at their bottom lane compared to mine. Yikes. Mega yikes. So, what have I learned today? I'm going to get completely wrecked in Canyon when I enter KVK. We also learned that... I mean, I think we already knew this, but CJ is solid in the field, but clearly not designed for what I was just doing with him, which is using him in Canyon. And I'm very much looking forward to when I make some infantry sets. I think that's going to change the balance here a little bit. I mean, you want to see what I was using? This is like embarrassing. I just switched over some gear. You want to see what I was using on my off lane here with Sun Tzu, right? It ain't pretty, all right? I know I can do better. I'm going to fix this all on stream because I think it's going to be very entertaining. So if you want to see that, throw a like on here and consider subscribing so that you don't miss the action with CJ in the field and when we make some sick gear. I've saved up over 200 legendary materials on this account, so I mean, like, we got a lot of crafting to do, baby. We'll probably make a legendary and some other stuff too. Again, like, subscribe, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom. Probably a Guan expertise in my future. And if you want to see testing with CJ against meta combos with meta combos, card up in the top for that video where you can see us live test a whole bunch of cool stuff.